So I cleaned some houses, I cleaned some offices, I cleaned for some restaurants, I cleaned for some medical offices. We offer carpet cleaning, we offer window cleaning. I'm thinking about adding gutter cleaning to my services. What do you think?
So that little montage was based on an actual email that was sent to me, except the list of services that this particular business owner and business had went on and on and on.
And on and on.
After I got over my initial shock that one particular business was offering so many things, I had to stop and tell them a little story of my own in return and in hope that it may help. So over the past couple of videos we've been talking about getting a demographic market and niching down your products and services. Did I do any of that when I started my business? I said yes to everything. If somebody rung me up and said, did you do this? I would say yes. Do you do this service? Yes. Can you oven clean? Yes. Do you carpet clean? Of course. Do you window clean? Sure can. And then I would figure out afterwards how I could bolt those additional services onto my business. At one stage, when I was still running my business from home, and bear in mind I have 4 children and a husband who's a builder, who generate a lot of washing. I was running commercial laundry out of my home, I was running domestic laundry out of my home, and as well as an ironing service. We were doing domestic cleans, commercial cleans, holiday let cleans, end of tenancy cleans. I was subcontracting in oven cleaners and carpet cleaners and gutter cleaners. And you know what I was? I was a really, really busy fool. Was I making a ton of money? Not really, because you're so busy and diversified and your margins tend not to be right. Did I make a lot of mistakes? A ton, because again, you are so spread out and diversified, you can't watch all services, you can't quality control all services. It becomes a little bit too big, too fast without proper procedures in place, and it just made me really, really sick. Sick physically to the point where I ended up in hospital and on bed rest for periods of time, and also sick and tired of being sick and tired. I hated my business. I dreaded the thought of Monday coming back round again. I had created a beast that I could not control. In fact, it controlled me more than I controlled it. Basically, getting very sick allowed me a lot of downtime to think about my business and what it was I wanted to achieve with it and why it was I even started it in the first place. It was during this time I was reading a lot of books and watching a lot of YouTubers and reading a lot of business posts and coming to terms with niching my business, and also coming to terms of getting over my own ego of being able to take on every piece of business in the world and do it super successfully. What I did eventually was I cut out probably about 70% of my business. I cut out nearly up to £10,000 a month in billing, and I went back to basics and regained my sanity and regained my focus on which to build the rest of my business. Takeaway from today's video, I would say, firstly, look at your top 20 clients. What services do your top 20 clients use? Also, they should be your highest margin, highest value earning clients. So look at the services which you make the most money out of delivering. Look for a business that is easy to manage, because if you can find a business that you can put processes into and develop processes into, somewhere down the line it will be able to run itself. So what do you think? How many services are too many services? How many services are too few? Do you agree that you should niche down, or do you think that you should try and be a one-stop shop for all? Try saying that without your teeth in. If you have found this video useful, please subscribe to the channel, because there is new content every Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I'll be back here on Tuesday. Have a good weekend, one and all. Bye bye.